Kahit gaano kayo ka-emotional compatible, if hindi kayo financially compatible, magkakaroon ng away yan.
Kapag secure po kasi kayo, it doesn't really affect on what other people are saying. Especially po kapag it's between you two na po.
My personality is just that my energy is reciprocated by what I receive from outside.
Hi, Talk Sheeters! Welcome to another episode of Talk Sheets with Ice and
Liza,
where we strip it down and bear it all under the covers.
where we talk about love, identity, and all the shit that matters.
Shit! Alam mo lang. Sobrang na-appreciate ko sa ating dalawa. Yung kahit na we're very much together, we really enjoy being with each other, we enjoy doing things and working together. Masasabi ko na we still lead very independent lives.
That's true. Kasi
Ba't parang hindi ka masaya doon? That's true. Ba't parang ayaw mo?
when we got married, parang that's where I felt parang most free. Kasi you allow me to fly. You don't just tolerate, pero you support lahat ng mga gusto kong gawin. And you know that there are still a lot of things that I want to do. And you've always been supportive of that. Parang, I remember there was this one time, parang bago pa lang yung relationship natin, parang we were, siguro mga 1 year in, I was cooking, dancing
Nakikinabang ako kasi doon sa cooking.
and acting at the same time. May soap ako noon.
Yeah.
Tapos, nagpa-flamenco ako, nagpa-perform ako with my dance company. And then, I was in my chef era kasi I was doing Kitchen Queen before. So, alam mo yun, for you to be able to see the value of that and hindi siya parang competition. It's
Well, I don't think
it's-
I will ever see that as competition because number one, nakikinabang ako. Number two,
Para kagabi.
Para kagabi, oh. Sarap ang pagkain namin kagabi. Number two, parang, ako ko siguro parang, I really see the value, especially sa arts, diba? So parang, feeling ko nga mas mahirapan ako if ikaw yung tipo ng taong walang pangarap sa buhay. I can't imagine being with a person na parang, okay, bahay na lang. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that it's not for me. And ako, I'm such a big fan of your work. No, seriously. Whether it's cooking, it's your dancing, it's your acting, your writing. I'm a fan. Ice pala. Nice to meet you. Number one fan.
As I am.
Yeah.
Of you. Of everything that you're doing.
Tama
Pero kasi
yan.
diba, most people think independence means being alone. Parang kapag sinabi mong strong and independent, it automatically means solo ka. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can build your own life, have your own identity, and still choose to be with someone.
And totoo yun. Yung importante din kasi, di ba, na kaya mong tumayo sa sarili mong paa, di ba? Na meron ka sarili mong goals, meron kang sarili security. And I think, ako, as nakikita ko, sometimes hindi lang sometimes, it's actually better for a relationship eh. Ako, para sa akin, yung nakikita ko na buo kang tao.
Yes.
Iba yun eh. Iba yung buo kang tao eh.
Pero kasi marami ding mga relationships na dahil pareho pa silang nagsisimula pa lang, it's easy for them to feel insecure when the other one is getting ahead of them. Ang nagiging tendency, instead na i-push pa nila yung partner nila further, they pull them back para hindi sila masyadong malayo sa isa't isa. And I think it's very human
Yeah.
para magkaroon ng ganong klaseng reaction. But maturity will teach you na the more that you actually allow your partner to thrive, baliktad yung gagawin niya. Ipo-pull up ka niya. Okay, wait lang. Ano yung go silence yan? Ako ba'y na-pull up? O ikaw na-pull up?
Naisip ko kasi sana ganun din sa height. Pwede mo akong ma-pull up.
May mga bagay sa mundo na kailangan
ko
natin
nila
tanggapin.
Alright. So sige, ganun na nga lang. So yun yung pag-uusapan natin today, di ba? How to stay independent while still being in a relationship. So welcome to He Said, She Said. So
Yes,
ito He
ayan.
Said, She Said. Sa mga bagong nanonood lang po ng Talk Sheets, ito yung may mga questions na galing sa inyo, nasasagutin namin ni Liza.
This is how you get involved, in the conversation because we collect all of your questions tapos pag-uusapan natin siya dito.
Okay.
All right, so first question. How do you keep your independence kahit you're in a relationship?
Ako talaga siguro kasi, iba kasi siguro like, pag maaga ka talaga nagsimula mag-work. And ako feeling ko doon talaga, like, I've always been independent. I saw the value of working hard, working for everything you have, working to provide for your family. So parang if yung person na in a relationship ako, nasa-threaten yung independence ko, bukod pa sa fact na napaka-introverted ko, di ba? Na I really still like my own space, and Liza knows that. Kahit nasa bahay kami, may times na parang, okay, mas happy ako na minsan nag-recharge lang ako,
At
ganyan.
marami tayong mga bagay na napag-awayan because of that default mode kay Ice na maging independent. Like, I will never ever forget, and pagtatawanan niya ako kasi hanggang ngayon dala-dala ko pa rin. Hindi naman dala-dala, pero tumatak talaga sa akin yun na, oh my God, this is a person na talagang loves his space and wala siyang pakialam kung girlfriend niya yan, nanay, tatay, kahit sino, basta, this is my space. So, we were together. We just got back together actually after 13 years na hindi kami, di ba? And then I was at the height of my flamenco era. I was dancing flamenco. I was performing with a group, and we wanted to combine those parang sige, gawa tayo ng concert, an intimate concert where I'll be dancing flamenco and he'll be performing. So I was so excited. Like, okay, it's entitled High on Love. But if you understand flamenco is a very individualist kind of expression. There are the greatest flamenco dancers in the world are spreading flamenco as an art form because sila mismo as solo artists. So ito na, concert, 7 lang yung performances ko. 7 lang yung kanta ko. Sa kanya, 22. Alam niyo naman si Ice pag nag-concert, yung talagang hanggang bukas tayo, ganon.
Grabe yung kambu.
Eto na, magpe-perform ako yung 1,000 years. May mga lifts, and we have to go across the stage. Sabi niya, di ka pa pwedeng dyan na lang sa gilid? Tapos ako, teka, hindi, kailangan magkocross ng stage. Hindi andyan ako nasa gitna ako madadaanan mo. Di umatras ka. Hindi pwede. Kailangan malapit ako sa audience. Anong gusto mong gawin ko? Gusto mong magsayaw ako dito tapos
Tatanong
punta
ka.
ako sa backstage.
Maliit lang kasi ako, so tatanungan mo ako. Hindi, okay.
Okay, so ako lang, teka lang love, ako to na isang number lang hinihingi ko sa'yo. Hindi naman siguro matatabunan yung performance mo. Pero hindi. As in talagang naghanap pa siya ng way para maghanap ng taong kakausapin para i-convince ako na dito ako sa likod. Okay? Ayoko na talaga magsayaw noon talagang time na yon.
Isang taon namin paulit-ulit ang pinag-aaway.
Okay, hindi ako backup dancer I'm dancing with you. We share the stage. Okay? Flamenco is... Ano ba naman hinihingi ko? Magkocross lang ako ng stage, ayaw po pumayag.
Akala ko ba 13 years ago na to, ba't parang kahapon lang?
Naalala ko bigla. Pero, so, I just realized na, cause ganun siya wired. Since 3 years old, lumaki siya na ito yung space niya. And when he's on work mode, no one can change that. Like, hindi mo pwedeng i-disrupt yun kasi work mode siya. Ito yung trabaho niya, kinalakihan niya to, ito yung background niya, ito yung naging buhay niya. And here I am, trying to disrupt that world he was used to.
Hindi. Ang lalim naman agad ng pinuntahan mo rong world, etc.
Alam mo, I'm trying to, iniintindi nga kita doon
Hindi.
That was me trying to understand.
Thank you, I love you, thank you. Gusto ko lang sabihin na, okay, yung sinasabi ko na dapat malapit ako sa audience kasi nga, it's hard to keep the energy that...
Di mag-apple box ka para makita ka
Hindi ko
sa
naman
likod.
sinabing dahil maliit ako.
Hindi, pupunta ka sa likod, tapos gusto mong erase yung sarili mo, mag-apple box ka para makakross ako na hindi ka natatakpan.
Ina mag-apple box. Okay, sige. Next question.
That was a suggestion.
Sinagot ba namin yung tanong? Parang di natin sinagot yung tanong.
Hindi, actually.
Di okay. Parang naglabas ka lang ng sama ng loob.
Hindi.
Sabihin mo na kung kailangan natin pa...
From saying na you gave me independence, so like, that was the journey before we got to the independence part.
And
Lahat tayo pinagdadaanan.
I think, kagaya na sinabi mo, it's normal. It's human to feel that way. Diba? Like, and ako, yun nga, kasi I'm very much into my own space, especially when I'm working. And totoo yun wala akong sinisino pag nasa work. Na tipong, hindi naman yung tipong, hindi, dyan ka lang. But it's more of like, masyado akong, alam mo yung, masyado akong nag-zone out talaga.
Super.
Pag nasa trabaho. Kasi parang, I have to protect my space for me to be able to give this.
Yes. And at the end of the day, you realize, si Ice, sobrang perfectionist niya. That, kumbaga, meron na siyang, nakita niya naman.
May saltik.
Kung ano yung, grabe yung focus and commitment na binibigay niya whenever he has his concerts. So, kailangan, it's as planned. Kung ano yung nasa utak niya, yun kailangan mangyari. So,
Anong as planned?
kung ako, as how you plan it.
As planned. Ako,
As planned.
Akala may bagong word, as planned. Sorry. Anyway, practical ba mag-joint pag mag-jowa pa lang?
Practical ba mag-joint account?
Joint account. Parang,
Pag mag-jowa pa lang, not necessarily pag mag-jowa, pero pag mag-asawa dapat meron. Pero nangyari sa amin yun like after 7 years.
ano ba tong topic natin? Puro ako. Mga pag-lollipop na nga lang.
Ano ka ba? Arte.
Hindi.
Sagutin mo yan. That was an issue for us.
Kung 6 months pa lang kayo mag-jowa, tapos feeling mo di magtatagal, huwag na kayo mag-joint.
Hindi, tsaka mahirap kung hindi pa talaga kayo committed. Tapos mag-joint account kayo. It's once it gets bad, it's
bad.
mas lalong magkakaroon ng mas maraming complications.
Ako based from my own experience. It happened to me before.
Oo.
Kaya nagka-trauma ako sa joint, di ba? So don't.
Naghanap ka lang ng excuse para i-justify yung... Ang tagal. Like kami ni Ice, parang we were married na, tapos kanya-kanya pa yung account namin. And okay lang naman sa akin yun. It's just that, parang...
Hindi okay sa kanya yon. Huwag kang plastic. Okay
No.
lang naman sa akin yun.
Ay, wait lang. It wasn't until our 7th year.
Ba't nanduduro ka na? Di ba usapan dito lang kay God?
Di ba, Lord? Mali eh.
Hoy, on our 7th year? Excuse you.
Ito yung pinaka-clincher dito. Nag-joint account kami, pero gumawa siya ng bago at sarili niyang account. Diba? Ang saya-saya.
Pero wait lang, ito yung gusto kong pag-usapan. Importanteng may saving. Ikaw may savings ka.
Pero hindi mo sinabi sa akin.
Yun lang.
Hindi ko-
Mali ako. Gago ko eh. Okay, next.
Okay lang naman yun eh. Hello.
Huwag nyo nga akong gayahin.
He has the right to open his own account. He has the right to his own money. We need to have a joint account. So on all joint expenses that we have, we need to share, di ba? May sarili din akong account, pero hindi niya sinabi sa akin nung pagkatapos ng joint account, gumawa siya ng sarili.
Kasi wala akong savings. Wala akong savings. Promise.
Okay nga lang na mag-savings ka, pero hindi mo sinabi sa akin.
Okay. Anyway, if your partner earns less, should you adjust your lifestyle for them? Wow. Naligo naman ako. Ba't may pa-shower ka?
Sorry.
Siguro, hindi, eto, if i-adjust ko yung lifestyle ko because let's say the partner earns less, bakit? Hindi naman siya pinapagasto. I mean, kung sa kanya ko ipapagastos, asa ko sa kanya lahat, definitely. Diba? Kailangan kong magbago ng lifestyle. Pero, kung...
Parang ako, you naturally adjust and you live within...
Ganun ba?
Well, ako, I live... You live within your means.
Tama
I live
yun.
within my means. So,
We,
bakit?
si Lisa, yan? Pag may sale, para makamura siya, sa sale siya bibili. Pero 5 kulay, pare-pareho itsura.
It's preference more than it not living within my means. Doon yung usapan natin. I live within my means.
Ako
Pag wala
naman
akong pera, hindi ako gagastos. Pag may pera ako, gagastos ako. Ganun na siya kasimple.
Ako naman ganun din ako. Pag wala akong pera, siya yung pinapagastos ko. Love, libre mo ako. Diba? Laging ang ganun ngayon eh. Mas mahalaga ba ang financial compatibility kaysa emotional? I think it's the same. Kasi kahit gaano kayo ka-emotional compatible, if hindi kayo financially compatible, magkakaroon ng away yan. Pero hindi rin ako naniniwala sa sinabi ko.
Okay, define financial compatibility.
Feeling ko Yung, pareho sigurong may... ba't akong guest dito?
Okay, wait. Ano nga yung financial... Love, I'm asking a simple question.
Kasi pag nakakatakot kami sa magtanong, kahit nakangiti ka, alam kong may nagbabadya eh. Siguro financial compatibility na pareho, ako, hindi dahil pareho kayo ng kinikita, pero pareho kayo ng pagtingin at respeto sa pera. That's what I feel about when you say
Kaya
financial...
hindi kami talaga yayaman ever.
Oh my gosh, pinag-uusapan namin yan.
Pinag-uusapan pa lang namin yan. Like, parang money exists para sa mga bagay na gusto natin, hindi tayo
para kumita
Oo, hindi kami for profit na people. Pero kailangan namin yung ilagay sa utak namin kasi we need to be sustainable. We need to be sustainable and we have a company that we're running, so need namin mas maintindihan yun at mas ma-imbibe.
Hindi, parang siguro dapat itong pinag-uusapan natin, hindi na siguro dito. Pero kung meron kayong tip sa amin, mga talk sheeters, siguro pagdating doon sa financial compatibility na yung pareho kami ni Liza. Na parang,
that's why it aligns.
And it feels good. Na, I mean, I don't even know how to be with a person na mukhang pera. Parang, I can't. Parang, not for me.
Pero okay lang na nangangailangan ka ng pera.
Okay lang din na marami kang pera. Huwag ka lang mukhang pera. Kumbaga, huwag mong gawin yung mga bagay-bagay dahil, gusto kong kumita. Hindi eh.
Oo.
Para there should be more intention. Ako, for me. I mean, wala namang masama kung talagang it's really for profit. Because there are people like that and it's not bad. Diba? But,
and the things we do has to be for profit as well. There needs to be a balance there. But thank you sa mga talk sheeters natin na nagpadala ng kanilang mga tanong.
At para samahan tayo tonight to talk more about their topic, let's welcome our special guest who's not just super talented but also living that independent boss energy life we
girl
love
boss.
talking about. Welcome to Talk Sheets with Ice and Liza, Chloe, San Jose.
Hi, Chloe!
Hi, Chloe.
Nice to finally meet you! Please, dito ka. Threesome.
Yan.
Sabihin natin kay Kaloy, lang.
Hindi ka malamigan.
Thank you, Pao.
Alright. Pero bago tayo magchikahan, para naman, let's break the ice. Let's play a game. Okay? Welcome to Sheet Happens.
Yeah, yes. Maglalaro tayo ng Hum a Song.
Paano nga? Sige, paano hum a song? Wala namang kampihan to, no? Wala, okay.
Wala. Grabe. Sobrang competitive niya na.
Sanay sa mga competitive.
Okay. Sa bagay.
Parang hindi ka competitive kung maka-arte ka. Okay, so here's how it works. Okay, we will take turns to hum and guess the song. Okay, first to score 3 points wins. So yung mga, paki ko ang ating fishbowl, please. Okay? Yung mga songs na nandito ay mga songs na tungkol sa,
category is Independence Era. Okay. Alright.
So, teka, bato pick. Hindi, maalis.
Okay,
maalis
kaya.
una.
Okay.
One. Maalis.
Ikaw.
Okay.
Oh my God!
So, ikaw mag-hum, will guess.
Ganun ba? O siya yung manguhula?
Hindi, siya
Siya
mag-hum.
mag-hum. Okay.
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 Kung tama mo to. Ready?
Ready?
Okay.
Ito lang pa alam ko na part dun eh.
Patay ako dito.
Patay din ako, di ko alam yung kanta.
Ulit.
Ako ba yung may problema? Yeah.
Ano yun? Survivor? Hindi.
Malapit.
Mali.
Po.
Mali. Mali ako.
Ulit. Love on top?
Hanip sa independence, love on top. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. May independence doon.
Ulit.
Wala. Nagsabi ka na.
Okay, mali. Pasok sa kanyang point.
Sige, ano?
Fighter po by Christina Aguilera. Make me a fighter.
Fighter.
So sa kanya mapupunta yung point.
po ba?
Ganon? Okay,
Tama
sa'yo
po.
mapunta yung point.
Okay.
Ay, ibahin ko na lang yung tono para makuha punta sa akin yung point.
Ikaw talaga, magulang ka talaga. Naghahanap ka talaga ng ng way. Para baka isa.
Ay, makuhulaan niya to.
Okay.
I remember
Ay, may ayan.
Nauna siya. Uy, in fairness. Okay, dalawang points na si Chloe.
Okay, ako naman.
Uy, magkaka-point si Lisa.
Nagtatawanan kayo lahat.
Uy, kaka-point na
I
yan.
don't...
Wala, I can't call a friend. We're competitors today.
Teka lang, hindi ko alam kung tono.
Guys, siya nagsuggest itong game na to, Nagpa-text pa siya. Sabihin mo sa team, gawin na ng Hamasong. Okay.
Hindi ko alam talaga. Tono.
O, di bokya ka na. Isayaw mo na lang. Interpretative dance. Flamenco mo. Interpretative dance.
Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko talaga alam.
O sige, marami naman to. Pick one more.
Okay. Kaya naman. Okay, ito.
Ano meron doon? Ano nito?
Okay.
Tayin mo muna. May problema pa. May problema pa. Natatawa ako sa'yo eh.
Miss Independent. Bang bang!
Oh, okay. Panalo na si Chloe.
Hindi pa.
3 points first to 3.
Tapusin natin.
Tapusin natin. Okay. Ako, nahirapan kasi ako for you.
Ay,
Ikaw, ba't nga ba ako?
O talaga.
Ba't ka binawisan?
Okay.
Fireworks.
Yes.
Ano yan? Masabay eh. Tayo na lang.
Yes.
Naawa pa kayo sa akin, ha?
Hindi, ikaw nga yung may point. Ako
Okay.
wala eh.
I will survive.
Naka-carbon date ka sa mga...
Ay, sige.
Wala.
Ulit.
Wala. Okay.
Ano yun?
Run the world. Run the world, girls. Tama naman yung tono ko
Mali.
Paano mali? Who run this mother? Oh.
Okay, ako na naman.
May point yun, di ba? Pag di na lang
Oo na, ikaw na may point ka na. Ikaw na panalo.
Bakit may ganun? Ano? Shake it off. Tama?
Yes.
Yes!
Oh, Chloe.
Sige, ito. Ano to?
Let's finish.
Sorry.
This is me.
Pinata ko lang yan
Yay! Abakabukera? Abakabukera? Nagulat pa! Abakabukera?
Yes, tama.
Yay!
Sakto lang.
I'm a survivor.
Yes.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Yay! Congratulations! At dahil dyan, asan na? Yan, para... This is for you!
Oh, yay!
Open!
Buksan mo
Gamitin mo
yan.
yan para you can share.
Yay!
Yan,
Ay,
from
gusto
Talk
ko to!
Sheets!
Oh, di ba?
Thank you po!
Hindi mawawala yan.
Pero parang mas ikaw lang mag-e-enjoy dyan kasi mukha ko lang.
Ayan.
Yay!
Para manigurado ka. Kailangan dala-dala ni Kalo yan sa mga Olympic
Yes.
Games niya. Ayan.
Thank you po!
Yay!
So cute!
Okay. So let's move on to the heart of the podcast. Welcome to our threesome. Okay. Some people might not know na content creator ka na bago mo pa man nakilala si Carlos. How important was that journey para sa'yo, especially sa pagiging independent at pag-build ng sarili mong identity? Not just known as Carlos's girlfriend.
At that time po, hindi ko naman alam na I would be with an Olympian as Carlos Yulo po. So, I think it actually worked better for me po. Para now, pag binabalikan po ako ng tao, sumikat lang naman because of kay Carlos Yulo eh. But if what happened before po, it actually, like, it made it work work po kung ano yung meron sa amin ni Kaloy kasi hindi naman po ako talaga sumikat as of Kaloy's girlfriend.
Of course.
Yeah. So, but not naman na it didn't help me now na together na kami ni Kaloy po. But I still started as my own. Not exactly na nag-boom lang just because of Kaloy po.
But I wanna know, how, I mean, of course, what did it feel like kapag yun, may mga sabi na sumikat lang naman yan dahil kay Kaloy. Anong nai-feel mo pag gano'n?
I guess, not towards me po, but I feel disrespected towards my work of what I did before po. Not towards me as a person. It was more of like the work that I put into creating song covers and editing my own videos. And more of like that po na parang di mo lang nirespeto what work and time and effort I put into that. So even if they don't respect me as a person, if they don't like me, at least give the credits or the respect to what you've put out, what work you've put out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually understand what you're going through because there was a time talaga that
May mga balat na ako na ito. Baka mag-ibang threesome mo to.
Talk sheets naman to There was a time talaga na, well, up to now, I'm still Isa's wife. Even if you've achieved a lot of things already, even if you're really intentionally working on yourself and finding your own path, especially if you have a person as iconic as Carlos and Ice, it's so easy for us to shrink kahit na hindi naman nila sinasadya. So, ikaw, how do you feel? Like, how does that make you feel na minsan ganon, na parang no matter what you do, parang people will still just see you as Carlos's girlfriend?
I feel like hindi, like you said po kanina, kapag secure po kasi kayo, it doesn't really affect on what other people are saying. Especially po kapag it's between you two na po. You know what each other have gone through and you know what each other have achieved. So, you guys, individual po kasi eh. So, hindi naman siya, hindi naman po siya competition. We really have our own path and time in life. So, maybe ako naman next time.
Magkatumbling ka rin.
Or si Kaloy naman po magiging kakanta.
Actually, nag-uumpisa na siya, di ba? He's becoming a lot more he's more, mas na-open up mo siya sa social media. Which is so beautiful.
So, ganda naman po. Magkaiba po kasi nga, individual pa din po kayo even if you're together. So, that's where it comes the independence of kayo po.
Did it help na you were independent very, very early on in your life? Diba?
Yes.
How old
definitely.
ka? How old ka?
18 po.
18?
Yeah, yes.
So, as soon as you turned 18, you moved out of your house.
Yes.
Ako, ganyan yung anak ko ngayon. Diyos ko, binibilang na niya, birthday niya, March kasi. So,
Oh, same
mag-18 na siya.
Ano ka, March
Binibilang niya na yung mga araw.
Oh, anak namin 23.
Oh, so,
Aris?
21 po.
Oh my God!
Yes. Malapit
So
na
may
po.
mga anak na Aris dyan, alam nyo na.
Oo. Binibilangan na kayo ng mga anak ninyo. Okay. So, walk us through. Like, so, you knew that you're gonna move out of your house and you're
Was
going
it
to be
planned
independent.
na? I mean, was it like, ever since ba nung bata ka, andun ka na sa, basta pag nag-18 ako, I want to be independent or like, may mga,
Yeah, kind of po. Kasi when I was growing up na in Australia, I moved there po when I was 11.
oh, okay.
Tapos po, me and my mom weren't really close or hindi talaga po kami magkakilala in a sense.
Yeah.
Kasi growing up po, I lived with my lola and then yung lola ko po nagpalaki sa akin.
Okay.
So then, during those times, I didn't really see my mom and parang hindi po talaga kami magkakilala. And then, out of nowhere, hindi naman out of nowhere, but it happened na we moved to Australia po. So she moved us also with her. So parang it's super culture shock na nga din po sa country and then culture shock din po
Within the family. Oo, mahirap yan,
kasi po lola lang po talaga growing up. So then that was quite tough po, I guess. And then, madami pong hindi na pagkakasundahan. Although now, me and my mom are like super close naman na po.
That's good.
Yeah. Pero syempre, like going back po, madami nga pong hindi like mga...
And you were in your teenage years, di ba?
Tapos
11.
Australia.
Yeah.
Parang iba nga
Very
po.
new. Tapos
Yeah.
iba ka rin pinalaki.
Super
Tapos,
different lola. Syempre, like spoiled. Tapos, iba po. So, madami pong misunderstanding with my mom at that time. So then parang 16 pa lang ako. So from 11 to 16. 16 po, I really decided, I wanna move out. Ayoko na dito, ganyan. But since I understood at the time that I was still a minor po, so talagang tiniis ko na, I cannot. Like, wala. Ano ko lang to. I just have to live through it. And then when I turned 18, 1 month after po, April, I moved out na po.
So,
April or March. May.
Walk me through like, kumbaga, paano mo sinimulan yung kumbaga, ano yung mga, I'm sure, ang daming mga changes, di ba? Ang daming mga changes pag move out mo, di ba? Ano yung mga realizations mo na, fuck, ito pala yun. Like, di ba? Iba rin yun eh, kasi, minsan meron tayong gano'n na, pagbata ka, di ba? Hindi, I can do this alone, blah, blah, blah. Biglang pag, boom, ito na. Ito na yung responsibilities, ito na yung bills, ito na, like, ano yung, may mga, sinampal ka ba minsan ng realidad?
Ewan ko po, pero parang sa akin, I was the most happiest at that time.
So gusto mo siya talaga?
Yeah.
But what must have happened before that really motivated you to like really leave? Was it just because you want to get out of the house, or was there also, things that you weren't happy about inside the home?
Most of not happy po sa home. And then when I moved out, I only had the backpack and skincare.
Huwag natin hindi natin pwede kalimutan yung skincare. Guys, priorities. And Chloe knows what her priorities are.
That's why
Kung wala na siya ng kuryente, or skincare never.
Now that when my mom and I go back to it, we really laugh about it. Na nung tinignan niya yung bag ko, saan pumunta? Tinignan niya, skincare agad nakita niya. And then I just had a few clothes kasi, I don't know, parang kaya ko naman bilhin niya. Yung skincare kasi at that time was quite, medyo mahal. So syempre, in Australia naman po, Kmart or whatever, Target, $2 shirt or mga magkano lang po. So parang yung skincare di ko afford kasi $30 per bottle. So yun talaga inuna ko po. Tapos yun na, konting damit lang po and like yung mga personal po. Tapos wala talaga. And then, pera, $15-20 din po yung laman ng wallet ko.
Wow.
Kasi at the time po was also, hindi din po ako pinahawak ng mom ko ng money. Pero when I asked her about it now, parang she was saying na, tinuturuan lang kita kung kaya mo ba talaga at the time.
Because I mean, you can't be independent na nakaasa ka pa rin eh.
Yeah,
diba? It defeats the purpose. Ako for me, it defeats the purpose.
So I guess it worked naman po kasi parang in a way naghalit ako na I had naman po ipon kasi po I was doing YouTube for a few years na at the time.
Nag-YouTube ka na talaga.
So 16 po ako nag-start, 18 po ako umalis. Tapos 16 din po, I was also doing mga jobs po. Social, kasi po, uso naman po yun within like sa mga high school.
Yes,
like independent po kasi talaga.
In Australia.
Lumalaki yung mga bata sa Australia. Yeah. So I had a few savings naman po, pero I never got to touch it kasi nga po my mom's reason at that time was matuto ka. Like, matuto kang ipunin ulit yung naipon mo. So, I did po. And then, yun po, nakaraos naman. Na
sa ano yung mga jobs mo? Bukod sa content creation, ano yung mga trabaho mo nun?
16 to 18 po, I was nasa cafe po ako. Waitress. I also would wash the dishes.
Yeah.
I was a cashier. And then I would mop the floors. And then next after that po was, I went to Korean barbecue po. So waitress pa din, pero different, restaurant. Kasi first was cafe. Barista, ganyan-ganyan.
Diba?
Bartender,
So,
ganun po. Yeah.
Ang dami mo talagang pwedeng matutunan eh. Once nag-separate ka talaga sa parents.
At saka iba talaga yung natuturo sa'yo ng yung independence mo talaga. Yung alam mong ikaw yung nagtrabaho, alam mo yung hindi din you're independent kasi merong sustento or may ibinibigay sa iyo. You really have to find means and ways for you to like earn. Were you living by yourself already? Did you move in with a friend?
I moved in with my best friend po, at that time. Yeah, and her family was really kind enough to let me stay po until I finished high school. So I was with her po mga around 8 to 7 months po. And
Not
then
bad.
after,
It's good to
after
start.
that po, I moved out na talaga. Like, on my own.
Wow, sarili mo ng bahay.
Yeah,
you know.
sarili na pong bahay. Yeah.
When did you meet Carlos? Paano kayo nag-meet?
2020 po.
2020.
Yeah, yes
Alright.
po. Online during COVID.
Sabi nga nila, may mga naghihiwalay man ng COVID, may nagkakatuluyan din. At kayo yun.
How did you think you're being financially not just financially but you're being independent helped dun sa relationship niyo ni Carlos? Kasi of course, 'di ba? Magkaiba yung mundo niyo, and then you're now in this world and you're exposed to his world. Like sabi ko nga kanina, 'di ba? Ako nga I even experienced that na first 2 years namin ni Ice. I was so insecure. Like parang feeling ko nawala yung identity ko when we got together. During that time, parang I feel like parang natapon lahat ng mga achievements ko. And I'm an overachiever dahil lang I was with Ice, and there was even a time sabi ko, ano ba yan? Baka being with you pa is going to para affect my being. Was that something that you experienced, or ever since pumasok ka sa relationship talagang you're this independent woman already?
Kind of po, yeah. Kind of the independent woman already. Kasi, growing up po kasi
You're a good influence for Carlos, for sure.
Thank
Sige,
you po.
kwento mo sa akin yan.
But growing up po kasi magkaiba nga po kami ng kinalakihan po ni Kaloy. So then what I learned being an independent woman, I was able to then parang reference that and guide Kaloy on what he wants to do with his own independent life po. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Opo, yun. Like, kasi late din po kasi ni Kaloy naranasan to have his own money. I guess po, well, he would have allowance pero that's enough just for himself. Pero yung talagang like a sum of money that's quite big for like mga 20s and stuff, hindi niya po talaga like alam how he would handle it. So, buti na lang po nga we were both secure and we were able to help and guide each other on what we should do, what we should invest on, what we should spend on and stuff. So, yun po, buti nakatulong po yung pagiging independent ko early on to our relationship now po.
How does he support you naman with, your own, yung mga gusto mo pang gawin?
Yeah, more on we give each other po kasi talaga the time and effort to show up for each other. Kasi people would say na, dyan lang naman yan kasi may pera eh. Kasi parang
ganyan,
it's
no?
always
Nakakairita.
pera po. Like what you said po, I can't be with someone that's mukhang mapera. Like it's really me and Kaloy, it's really one of our icks also. No, parang we can really...
Ayun pala yung tawag sa mga kabataan. Ik ko yun.
Our pet peeve. Yeah. So it's even in our household now po, we really rarely talk about like, may pera ko kaya ko yun. Parang,
diba?
Yeah, parang hindi, it's really not like that po within us or between us. More on like, we would talk about it if it's very serious, buying a house, buying a condo, investment and stuff. Pero to use the money as a, supportan kita kasi ikaw yung may pera. If you do well, then ikaw yung may pera. Good sign pa rin. Parang it's really, it's no.
Ik yun.
Sobrang,
Ik yun.
Sobrang ik. So, we really value more of the time and effort na talagang you show up na, like for me po, I always would go to his competitions, his training camp. My presence there is what we value more po. Mas yun yung mas may value kaysa on the money that you would say to support.
And I think that's what makes good partnerships. I mean, that's how we are, no?
Yeah.
My wife and I. Ganun din kami. Nagpupunta rin siya sa mga gymnastics. Feeling sporty.
Kailan po
Like, you know, every... Actually, gusto ko malaman. Sinong mas...
Parang same lang po.
Totoo ba?
Same.
Ano height niya?
148 po. Centimeter.
Baka 146 ako.
Ano yun sa
Centimeter. Parang 4'11 po.
4'11.
Oh my God! Ako eh.
4'10 and a half siya.
Nakakalso na lang pa. Alam mo, ang mga taong maliliit, yun talaga yung nagbibigay dangal sa bansa.
Pero hindi kasi nagkakalayo yung height nila.
She's tall, love.
I'm 153 po. So, 5 centimeters away.
Ano ba yung 153?
Parang
pagmamating mo pa ako, Chloe eh.
Mga 5 to 5 and a half po.
Ay, no.
Hello!
Ba't kasi ang tangkad mo? Kasalanan mo yan.
But, okay, so it's nice that you guys have really found this parang secure and safe space with each other.
I just wanna commend lang, no? I mean, even adults sometimes, they have a hard time talking about finances. I mean, aminado ako for a while. You know?
Oo, and kami na
Oo,
to.
wag na. Ay, ulitin mo naman yung kwento mo. Narinig na niya yun. So, pero yun nga, parang, kasi di ba, when you've been traumatized by certain things, talagang ibang klase yung defenses mo eh. Hindi sa pinagtatanggol ko yung sarili ko. But
pero parang ganun na.
Pero parang ganun na. But I'm just saying that it takes a while. I mean, it takes a while, and it's a good thing that you've pointed it out so that I am more aware. But yun nga especially if kasi ako, I grew up as basically the main provider of the family also. So talagang parang siya, yung kaban sa akin, hindi siya dahil may gagastusin ako, pero importanteng meron para kung may biglang emergency, biglaan ganon. So parang it's nice na kayong dalawa, even though you guys are fairly younger than us, you know, napag-uusapan niyo to because it's something that people, especially couples, should really, really talk about.
Yeah.
Kasi minsan kahit sobrang okay kayo, pero pagdating sa pera, iba pala. Doon nagkakaproblema eh.
So what are the challenges that you guys, go through? And ano yung normaling, I mean, as with any relationship naman, hindi naman din super perfect, diba? So ano yung mga challenges na pinagdaanan nyo ni Carlo?
Yeah. Palagi nga po kaming natatanong if nag-aaway kami. Pero hindi po talaga kami nag-aaway. More on just arguments po and mostly just the time po on how much we can spend with each other. More on like that. Kasi nga po super busy naman talaga ng gymnastics, tas Olympics is coming soon also. Tas sa akin naman din po, minsan nga mga shoot or things like this. So, more on, parang hindi kami magtagpo. And then, kasi, move na lang to. Move ko na lang to. Parang, more on the adjustments po yung pinagtatalunan namin. More on like that po. Pero anything more serious, parang, hindi po talaga. Madaming beses na din po kami natanong. And then, kami din po, tinatanong na namin yung sarili namin, anong nga bang pinag-aawayan natin? Parang ganun po. Yeah.
I'm sure you guys are enjoying. And, ganyan din kami.
But how often are you together? I mean, kasi if kami rin ni Ice yun yung, dati may rule kami niyan na hindi kami pwedeng more than 5 days na hindi magkasama. But that's when we can afford to fly everywhere in the world.
Dahil marami ng gastos. Okay na, 10 days. Okay, kaya na natin.
But kayo, talaga you can go for months na hindi kayo magkasama. And that's okay.
Yung Okay po siya before. Nung start po kasi nung relationship namin, COVID nga po. So, it was LDR. The first 2 years.
Andito ka na ba sa Philippines or nasa Australia
Australia
ka
po,
na?
yeah. Ngayon lang po ako nag-move ng Philippines nung before Olympics.
Oh,
2023 po.
okay.
Yeah. So, like half of my life was in Australia po, then half Philippines po. So, ngayon lang po ulit bumalik. Ano po? Nakalimutan ko na tuloy. Yung train of thoughts ko. Ano po ulit yan? Yung, the time that you spent together. Yeah. So, yung time nga po na yun, 2 years kaming LDR. Nung naging together na po kami, like living together, 2023, dun po kami nag-goal na hindi talaga kami maghiwalay. Like, ever. Like, physically. Not, so kahit minsan po, it's hard na, syempre, flying almost every month.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's expensive, the hotels and everything, pocket money mo pa. Competition po, like parang ngayon, 8 competitions, 7 to 8 competition this year po.
Wow, ganun karami.
Ganun po kadami. Talagang, even this one, sinabi ko, mahal, wag na muna kaya akong sumama kasi there's so many things that we have to, prioritize first. Pero sa kanya po kasi, hindi mahal, priority ko kasi na palagi tayo magkasama. So then we put that on top. So, yeah, kung magkasama po, 24/7 po.
Oh,
talaga,
that's
yeah,
nice.
so.
Kami rin, as much as possible, you want to be together all the time. And how many years have you been together?
6 this year.
6 na.
This year,
And yet,
yes.
di ba, parang bago pa rin, kinikilig pa rin kayo sa isa't isa. And I can see that. I can see your glow. I can see your joy. And it's nice
Tsaka 24/7 sila magkasama. Actually, andito si Kaloy.
Ito na siya.
Ito, kadikit eh.
So, okay, napaka-inspiring, no, yung relationship ninyo, especially for young people na mas yung pressure sa inyo dahil kasama nyo yung social media sa pag-navigate ng buhay ninyo together.
That's
Especially with you, di ba? At the height of the Olympics, ang daming mga sinasabi ng mga tao. Parang it felt like everybody owns Kaloy because they were just so proud of him and they all had an opinion. What would you share or what would you advise sa mga young people na who are also in these kinds of relationships? Like, how do you make a relationship
And how do you
stronger?
maintain your
Independence.
Really knowing yourself po is a very, very big thing. Kapag hindi mo po kasi alam or kilala yung sarili mo, you get confused and you get pulled into what people are saying.
Yeah.
Parang you get to a point na papaniwalaan mo din yung sinasabi na, ay, oo nga, siguro ganun nga ako. Siguro nga, pinagparahan ko lang siya or I'm only using him for his fame, ganyan. Pero, if you really know po kasi talaga where you came from, who you are, and what you've done for yourself, lahat ng na-produce mo for yourself, then you will never get confused by what other people are saying.
Yes, girls!
But really, it's really true po.
Totoo.
Totoo po, yeah.
That's good. And for those naman na may ganun silang tendency, how will they be able to overcome that? Kasi syempre, it's nice, no, to be in this kind of relationship. Ako, it took me years to get to this kind of maturity. Ako kasi, extrovert. So, kahit na I'm very confident, I know who I am, my personality is just that my energy is reciprocated by what I receive from outside. Yun siya. I was brought up, parang that's how I was wired. So for those na parang may ganun silang tendency na even if kilala nila sarili nila, they still tend to doubt themselves. Like, what would you advise to our,
I think po, kasi that's on a surface level on knowing yourself, but to go even deeper than yung mga questions pa na you haven't asked yourself, I guess ask that, like, and then mag-follow up question ka pa sa sarili mo, how much, and then how deep or the deepest you can go. And then, parang dun mo din po marirealize na, ako din pala yung sumasagot din ng sarili kong mga tanong. And that will build even more confidence mo. Kapag confident ka na, you'll just glow and be more confident pa, even much, much more. And people will see that. I feel like po in their aura, their energy.
And we see that in you. You're glowing with so much inner confidence. And it's not even the confidence na parang external or people will say parang mayabang or no, there's just that inner
quiet
inner
confidence.
joy. Yeah, it's a
you know
quiet
you know who
confidence.
you are.
You know who you are.
Yan
It's
po
very,
talaga
very,
yan.
very inspiring, Chloe.
Thank you so much for being here. Maraming salamat.
No, thank you
Appreciate
po,
you being
thank you
here. Thank you so much for
Thank you
tonight,
po,
Chloe.
thank you po, thank you.
Thank you so
po.
much. Wow. Parang kagabi lang Okay, ang takeaway ko, this goes to everyone Because it's not just specific to Chloe or you. I even see it sa mga ibang mga gumagawa ng mga write-ups sa ibang bansa. Laging let's say, si Emilio Aguinaldo and wife. May pangalan yung mga asawa
Yeah.
Diba? No matter the achievement, kahit housewife siya or kahit scientist or whatnot, may pangalan. Can we stop doing that na blah, blah, and wife? Because we don't say Lisa Dino and husband. We don't say that. So I think that's very sexy.
And
I don't like
very
that.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Actually, hindi nga lang sa work Kahit nga wala kaming work, we're people. We are human beings na meron kaming, hindi namin kailangan magkaroon ng achievement to merit a name on a headline or a name to be attached to our husbands. Kasi hindi naman porket we already committed ourselves in the relationship, ibig sabihin, mawawala na rin yung identity namin.
And identity is very important. If we're all about empowering not just women, but empowering each other, the names are, for me, basic.
Yeah, but it's one thing to have that, no? As an idealized version of how the world should work. But the reality is, it's not like that. Up to now, I still get a lot of these mga invitations na pagdating ko doon at wala ka, they're so disappointed. And as if my presence there, the mere fact that
The effort.
not just the effort, like I willingly, parang I want to be there. I want to be part of an occasion, of a moment that they're celebrating. Tapos parang disappointed sila kasi hindi ka kasama. Natuto na ako to accept that. That it's not really because disappointed sila na hindi ako kasama, pero iba kasi yung joy nila. Parang it's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about, nandyan ka, hindi kami masaya. Pero yung lungkot nila dahil wala ka, hindi siya dahil andun ako. Gets mo? Mas masaya sila na nandun ikaw. Kasi iba rin yung joy na nabibigay mo sa tao. Iba rin yung, kumbaga, this persona that you've already acquired or yung pagiging icon mo, it was earned through many, many years of people experiencing you as a person, as an individual, as an actor, as an artist, as a musician. So, hindi ko rin pwedeng i-fault sila doon sa, ano ba yan? Ako na ngayon nandito tapos hindi pa sila happy. Diba?
Pero ang dami ko ring learnings na sinabi mo sa akin before na if it's other people na gumagawa nun, of course that's forgivable, but it is my job as your partner na ako yung mag-angat sa'yo doon sa ano na yun, na parang ako yung hindi makakakalimot sa'yo.
Yes.
Ako yung...
And I love what Chloe said a while ago. Sabi niya, di ba, na parang, kasi kilala ko kung sino kami, kasi secured kami sa relationship namin, and alam ko kung ano kaming dalawa. So, yung internal core na yun yung dapat na hindi mabibreak.
Yeah. kasi
once ikaw mismo, yung hindi nagsasama sa akin, yung nakakalimutan mo, ako na i-include sa conversation or involve sa conversation, then that's where I feel mas lalo akong affected doon. Mas lalong feeling ko parang, okay lang yung buong mundo pero ikaw mismo, hindi mo ako sinasama sa mga bagay na
At hindi na mangyayari.
dapat lang. Kasi iniwanan niya talaga ako.
Oh my God, ayan na naman tayo sa 13 years ago mong mga hugot. Pang season 2 na to, dapat yung mga hugot mo pang 1 year ago na lang.
Madaming beses kasi yun talaga. Talagang iniiwan. Hindi niya sinasadya, pero yun nga, di ba?
Sandali, gusto mo magbalikan tayo? Sa mga iniiwan mo, guys, kayo nandito. Kita niyo yan, di ba? Sinong laging nangiiwan sa akin? Pag nasa labas. Sinong laging nauuna pag naglalakad?
Grabe, parang punong-puno ng pag-i-input yung sinasabi mo.
Pinapareho ko lang yung energy mo. Sino dito yung kapag may kausap, nandun ako sa gilid, hindi ako pinapakilala?
Kilala ka na nila?
Hindi. So, spits lang.
Okay, guys. Mabilis ako maglakad. At matangkad ako.
Wow, nakalesen ng sama ng loob. Thanks, ah.
Yung isang step ko, 3 steps ni Ice. Kahit na anong gawin kong bagal. And talaga promise, pag magkasama kami dalawa,
Talaga, ganyan ako maglakad,
hindi pa
sabay
rin
yung
niya-
itsura ng paa at kamay.
Ako yun. Ako yung nag-adjust. Hindi pa rin niya ako
Ganon,
naabutan.
ganon.
Hindi pa rin niya ako naabutan. Nandun pa rin siya sa likod. So, kailangan ko talagang tumigil for 20 minutes. Hanggang makahabol siya sa akin.
Binapagalan ko talaga kasi, talaga, iwanan mo ko. Eh, di sige.
Grabe. Hindi na nga. Sige na nga. Promise, hindi na.
Okay lang, sanay na ako. Anyway, itong episode natin tonight shows that no matter how close you are to our partner, it's completely normal and should be normal, 'di ba? To have your independence. Okay? Normal 'yon that, you know, you wanna be your own person, na magkakaroon ka ng decisions para sa sarili mo. Kasi at the end of the day, I think if a relationship is composed of two strong individuals who can actually have their own dreams, but at the same time, yung gusto rin nila to create something between the two of them, I think that's the most beautiful relationship.
Exactly. And part of being in a relationship is knowing that you can still have your own space, you can still have your own goals, and of course, financial independence.
So yun, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat for joining us under the sheets tonight. Talk Sheeters, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and comment, diba, sa YouTube channel natin.
Yeah, yung mga ibang nagiging topics namin for Talk Sheets, nanggagaling siya sa mga comments ninyo. So, please feel free to jump in and, you know, be part of the conversation.
Shout out pala, nakalimutan ko yung pangalan niya, pero dun sa isang talk sheeter natin na tuwing nakikinig ng talk sheets, either naglalaba, nagluluto.
Oo, yung taga-Italy.
Hi! Tumatak siya sa akin kasi parang kasalanan nating nasusunog yung niluluto niya.
Oo. Kaya sa mga gustong dalhin sa kanila, ginagawa nila yung podcast natin. It's also available on Spotify.
Yes.
So make sure to follow us there and leave a comment or message kung may gusto kayong topic na pag-usapan namin sa mga susunod pa namin mga
Or kung meron din
episode.
kayong topics na ayaw din yung pag-usapan namin, sabihin niyo lang din. Try namin iwasan.
But this is Talk Sheets
With Ice.
with Ice and Liza, where we strip down and bear it all under the covers.
So don't hold back, just talk sheets.